Hello, I hope you're doing well. Today I'm going to continue on with my chat on fitness. The last video that I posted was about post-workout recovery. We kind of started at the end, but it's a very important place to start. And when you do have a chance, please take a look at that video because there are some very important bits of information about how you can prevent injury. So how you end your workout and how you recover from your workout is going to have a huge impact on how you perform in the future moving forward. So today we're going to talk about pre-workouts, which we are a lot more familiar with, but I'm going to try and cover some of the more appropriate pre-workouts, so things that really, in my opinion, are safer, healthier for you, and there are no long-term outcomes that have side effects to them. Because yes, there are absolutely some great pre-workout products that work quickly and efficiently and they get the results we need right away, but there's a price that we pay for some of those very, very fast working protocols. Okay, so first things first, we're going to talk about electrolytes. So I'm going to cover three different things really. The things that help your cells to work better, the things that help our muscles and nerves to work better, and the things we can do to make sure that these energy products help to keep us going for longer. So electrolytes are a really simple thing. A lot of people are familiar with it. They are minerals that have an electrical charge. And what they do is when we take them internally as a supplement, they help to improve our energy and stamina. So they're helping to balance the water in our bodies. So we're hydrating properly, which is super important for cellular function. If you're not hydrated properly, then you can't have a good workout and you're going to get tired very quickly. And also, if the nutrients are not being moved into the muscle quickly and waste is not being moved outside of the muscle quickly. So electrolytes help to move those nutrients in and out of cells. So they help to make sure that the cells, in this case our muscles, are working most effectively. So electrolytes are super, super important. And when we exercise and we sweat a lot, we lose a lot of those minerals through our sweat. So we want to replenish it. So you can actually drink an electrolyte supplement right before you exercise, or you can sip on it while you're exercising. So they're available in a powder form. They're even little tabs that you can drop into your water bottle, and they're fizzy and they dissolve. But ultimately you want to drink it. They are available in capsules, but drinking it in a liquid form will give you a better, faster response. So electrolytes, keep that in mind. Sodium, potassium, and magnesium. All right. Then the second thing that I'm going to talk about is branch chain amino acids. And this is still within the how do our bodies function properly and how can we make sure that we're getting the best protocol to give our support to our muscles, nerves, and so forth. All right. So branch chain amino acids are three amino acids. They're called leucine, isoleucine, and valine. And they are naturally occurring in animal protein and complete proteins. In some cases, plant proteins, where they have to combine different plant sources together in order to get these three essential amino acids. So leucine, isoleucine, and valine. And what they do is they protect our muscle. So when we're exercising, we want to make sure that we're building healthy muscle, that we're burning off energy, and that we're not burning off muscle or losing muscle mass. So when we exercise and we take branch chain amino acids, they're actually going to help to make sure that you're protecting your lean muscle, which is hard earned, and that you're getting a good effective exercise. The second thing that branch chain amino acids do is they balance glucose in our muscles, and glucose is that sugar that fuels muscle, so it helps to make sure that we've got good energy. Now, balancing the glucose inside your muscles means that it prolongs the effect, and what that means for your workout is that you're going to have a prolonged energy. Okay, so without stimulating our nervous system or anything like that, branch chain amino acids are helping to make sure that we've got good energy, fuel to feed the muscle and fuel to keep the muscle going. All right, so that's branch chain amino acids. So in some pre-workout products, you'll also see some sort of stimulant. Some people even take caffeine. They'll have a cup of coffee before they exercise, or they'll pop those caffeine pills, which are synthetic, by the way, and there's an issue with that. And I'll go into that right now. So you can actually get naturally sourced plant-based caffeine. So one of the natural sources of caffeine is green tea. And green tea has a benefit in that it has natural caffeine in it, but it also has what we call a modulating ingredient, so a balancing ingredient. So caffeine is stimulating for our energy, stimulating our nervous system. And if we have lots of caffeine, what happens afterwards? We get a crash. So we get good energy, and then afterwards, it's like someone pulled the plug on you. All right, so L-theanine is a naturally occurring amino acid inside green tea that modulates or balances the effect of the caffeine, and that prevents us from getting a crash. So green tea is actually a better option. And another plant source of caffeine is called guarana, and guarana again also has these modulating plant nutrients, phytonutrients, that help to prolong the effect of the caffeine inside our bodies without us getting that big crash afterwards. So green tea or guarana is a good option for a caffeine source if you want a good boost and you don't want the crash. Okay, so as part of our energy production, we want to make sure that all these nutrients are being cycled and circulated through our bodies properly. All right, so how can we help circulate these nutrients and get them to where they need to go? Well, there's a herb called ginkgo biloba, and ginkgo biloba is really well known for helping to improve blood flow and circulation. And it improves oxygenation too. Even oxygen transported up into our brain, which is going to make us feel more alert. So you're feeling more mentally alert, so better motivation. And so you can push yourself a little bit harder. And that ginkgo is going to make sure that you're getting all those nutrients properly circled and cycled through your body into your muscle, and the waste being cycled out of your muscle. So of course, it's going to help us with our recovery time as well. And one other herbal that I recommend that is a stimulant, caffeine-free based product is yerba mate, and that's a natural herbal that will also help with giving us energy, but it's not functioning on our nervous system. So again, we're not going to get that energy crash. So ginkgo for blood flow and circulation, and then the yerba mate to help to kind of stack on and improve our energy levels. Last thing I'm going to mention to you in your pre-workout energizing product is that you need things to help you adapt to stress, because exercise is stress, good or bad. Stress is stress. Our body's responding one way to stress. Different types of stress don't have different responses, which have different levels of response. And a good stress response means that we're not going to get any side effects. So anything to help to manage your stress response is also going to control your inflammation production. So if you have too high of a stress response, and your inflammation is going to go up as well. So what you want to see in a pre-workout is also these adaptogenic herbs. For example, rhodiola, ashwagandha. These are herbal remedies that help our bodies to appropriately react to the stress that we're producing. So to produce an appropriate amount of those stress hormones to protect us, and not too much to stimulate in inflammation reaction. And then lastly, natural anti-inflammatories. So if there is too much of an inflammatory response, then we can modulate it right off the bat, so we can kind of prevent it from escalating. We want good inflammation. So inflammation is important because it protects our muscles and our joints, but we don't want too much inflammation. So devil's claw, really well researched herbal. In fact, it's the root of a tree, of a shrub actually, and the root looks like a claw. Okay, and I have a strong affinity for it because it's from my homeland, South Africa. It's cultivated there, and it contains these natural anti-inflammatory properties to them, and it's quite effective as a natural anti-inflammatory. So maybe you want to see a little bit of devil's claw in your pre-workout so you can control inflammation. Ginger extract or turmeric root extract also has anti-inflammatory properties to them as well, and some extra antioxidants. So why do we want to see this in a pre-workout? Why aren't we just focusing on boosting the energy levels? Because I always want you to think about impact in the long term. You want to get a good energy boost. You want to make sure that you're exercising and getting as much out of your workout as you possibly can. And absolutely, these will do the trick. But you also want to think about the future, and you want to protect your muscles, ligaments, and tendons. You want to prevent too much inflammation, because that's going to put you in a position where you're going to end up with injuries, and of course that's going to slow you down and you're not going to get a good recovery time. All right, so that was a lot. Hope you caught all of that. I will attach some images of some products that I like to recommend, and keep in mind that I'm not getting sponsored by any of these companies. These are just products and brands that I trust because I know that they're well researched, they're also well tested for purity and potency, and they also make sure that each batch is giving you the same balance of ingredients. So what you see on the label is what you get inside the product, so you can get those results that you want without any side effects. And of course, the brands that I recommend are clean. I try and avoid anything that has any sort of synthetic flavoring agents in them, preservatives, food colorings, or any synthetically sourced ingredients, because there are always going to be some sort of side effect that comes along with those, because they don't have all the good, well balanced nutrients that you would get in a natural herbal. Well, I hope you found this helpful, and if you did, please consider clicking the like button on this video. And if you'd like to hear more about following through on your health and wellness using traditional and natural remedies, then consider following me on this YouTube channel. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll speak to you soon.